15 August 2021. Good evening. You are listening News Today on Online News Hunt. Before we begin the bulletin, Online News Hunt appeals to all its listeners to stay safe from COVID-19 pandemic. Continue to take precautions such as wearing your face mask, use sanitizers and maintain physical distancing each time you step outside to defeat the pandemic. Now, let's get you to the headlines of today. There is neither internet shutdown nor restrictions on the eve of the 75th Independence Day. IG Kashmir. Municipal Corporation Mayor Junaid Mattu hoists the national flag at the corporate office in Srinagar. Delimination Commission has been constituted in Jammu and Kashmir and preparations are on for assembly elections in future. 75th Independence Day celebration. Principal District and Session Judge Bla unfurls tricolor at Baramulla. IGP Kashmir among 6 police officers to get Jammu and Kashmir Police Medal for meritorious service. Successful DDC polls in 2020 marked end of Jungle Raj in Jammu and Kashmir. LG Manoj Sinha. Taliban have entered into PD5 of Kabul state. Now the details of these and other news. Delimination Commission has been constituted in Jammu and Kashmir and preparations are on for assembly elections in the future. On the other hand, Ladakh is witnessing the creation of modern infrastructure, while on the other hand, in the Central University will make Ladakh a center of higher education. Prime Minister Modi during his Independence Day speech. Muzaffar Wani, the father of slain Hizbul Mujahideen militant Burhan Wani, hoisted the national flag at a school in Jammu Kashmir's Pulwama district as a part of Independence Day celebrations on Sunday. Muzaffar Wani, who is a teacher by profession, unfurled the national flag on the premises of the Government Girls Higher Secondary School in Tral. Burhan Wani is killing in an encounter with security forces in July 2016 in South Kashmir had triggered a massive 5-month summer agitation in Kashmir that left over 100 people dead and thousands injured. As part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the Union Territory Administration has directed all departments, including the Education Department, to ensure that flag hoisting is held in all offices on Independence Day. As the nation is celebrating the 75th Independence Day, an array of functions were organized to mark the event. In District Baramulla, a function was organized by the Judiciary at District Court Complex, where Principal District and Session Judge Baramulla Muhammad Yusuf Wani unfurled the tricolor and took salute at the event. This function was organized apart from the main function that has been organized by the district administration at District Police Headquarters. Judicial officers, lawyers and advocates, functionaries of District Court, among other concerned functionaries, witnessed their overwhelming participation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Sunday that preparations are underway for holding assembly elections in the future in Jammu and Kashmir, where development is now visible on the ground, giving fair opportunities to the potential of all. This is the real spirit of democracy, be it Jammu and Kashmir, where the balance of development is now visible on the ground. The Delimination Commission has been constituted in Jammu and Kashmir and preparations are on for holding assembly elections in the future. The Prime Minister said that while addressing the nation from the ramparts of Red Fort on the occasion of 75th Independence Day. He also referred to the abrogation of Article 370 and said holding the first ever District Development Council polls in the Jammu Kashmir reflects the country's determination. Talking about Ladakh, which was carved as a UT after the bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir, he said it is also progressing towards its limitless possibilities of development. On the one hand, Ladakh is witnessing the creation of modern infrastructure, while on the other hand, Sindhu Central University is also going to make Ladakh a center of higher education. Modi said that whether it is Eastern India, the Northeast, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, including the entire Himalayan region, or the coastal belt or tribal region, they will become the base for India's development in the future. The Jungle Raj in Jammu and Kashmir ended in the eve of 2020 and the grassroots level democracy was strengthened in the UT by conduct of violence-free District Development Council election, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha said on Sunday. Referring to the centre's decision to revoke the special status of the erstwhile state, Sinha said in 2019, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had marked the beginning of a new era for Jammu and Kashmir. The grassroots democracy has been strengthened, fulfilling the hopes and aspirations of the common citizens. With the spirit of Kashmir that is taking along all religions and creeds on development, we are achieving new milestones, Sinha said in his Independence Day speech at Sher-e-Kashmir Cricket Stadium here. He said the Vajpayee principle of Jamhuriyat was not allowed to flourish on the ground for decades in Jammu and Kashmir, and there was a famous correlate tradition of democracy. The nominations of MLAs of 4 or 5 regions were held at his house, so on one hand they were elected representatives of the people and on the other the representatives of Collector Sahib, he said. Sinha said in 2019 the Prime Minister marked the beginning of a new era for Jammu and Kashmir. The centre had on August 5, 2019 ended the JK's special status under Article 370 and bifurcated the state into union territories. Describing terrorism as a cause for peace and development, Sinha said the neighbouring country has been making a malicious attempt to instigate the youth, but a befitting reply would be given to those who mislead the youngsters through proxy war. We want to assure all citizens that whoever is trying to mislead the young people through proxy war shall be given a befitting reply. The neighbouring country, which does not care for its own people, has been making a malicious attempt to instigate some of our youth. The LG called upon such misguided youngsters that terrorism is a curse for peace and development. By misguiding you from the path of peace and progress, inimical forces are denying you the life of peace and dignity on the pious soul. With your ability, energy and unparalleled patience, Jammu and Kashmir shall have a prosperous future. Sinha added that LG paid tributes to the brave soldiers of Army, paramilitary forces and Jammu and Kashmir Police who have kept the unity, integrity of India intact with their amazing valor, courage and sacrifice. I am proud that Jammu and Kashmir Police has received 257 gallantry awards including Ashok Chakra, Kirti Chakra and Shaurya Chakra on the eve of Independence Day. I salute all the gallant heroes of Jammu and Kashmir Police. I also salute the family members of the brave hearts who sacrificed their lives while defending the sovereignty and integrity of the country. The government of Jammu and Kashmir Saturday accorded sanction to the award of Jammu and Kashmir Police Medal for Meritorious Service to 6 police officers, including IGP Kashmir Zone Vijay Kumar, on the occasion of Independence Day. In an order, a copy of which lies with Online News Hunt, government accorded sanction to the award of JKP Medal to 6 police officers, including 3 IPS officers. Sanction is hereby accorded to the award of Jammu and Kashmir Police Medal for Meritorious Service to the following officers of the Police Department on the occasion of the Independence Day. As per the order, awardees include Mukesh Singh, IPS ADGP MK Sinha, IPS ADGP Vijay Kumar, IPS IGP Muhammad Aslam SSP, Inderjeet Singh DOSP and Sajad Ahmad Bhatt Inspector. Taliban have started entering Kabul from all sides as they have the state entirely surrounded. The Afghan Interior Ministry has said on Sunday Taliban ordered fighters to refrain from acts of violence in Kabul and to allow safe passage to anyone who chooses to exit the state, according to a Taliban leader in Doha, Qatar. They have also requested women to head to protected areas in Kabul. Fewer than 50 US officials will stay in Kabul as core US team members in Kabul are working from Kabul airport. In addition, several UN staff members moved to an undisclosed safer location in Kabul, according to a North Atlantic Treaty Organization officials. In connection with the celebration of 75th Independence Day, functions were held across Bandipora district on Sunday with great enthusiasm and patriotic fervour. The main function was held at SK Stadium, Bandipora, where Chairman District Development Council Bandipora Abdul Ghani Bhatt unfurled the national flag and took salute at the march past presented by the contingents of JK Place 3 Battalion CRPF, JKAP, IRP 21 Battalion, JK Home Guards, JK SPOs, JKP Band and School Children and JK NCC Cadets. Vice Chairperson DDC Bandipora Council Shafiq, Deputy Commissioner Bandipora Dr. Uwais Ahmad, Senior Superintendent of Police Muhammad Zahid, and other civil, police and military officers were present on the occasion. Addressing the gathering on the occasion, the DDC chairman highlighted the importance of the day and also paid rich tribute to the COVID warriors who worked tirelessly to fight the pandemic. He also presented a detailed report on the developmental front. While highlighting the achievements of the district last year, Bhatt said despite the testing times, the district administration continued developmental works in the district while following all guidelines and SOPs. He said the major success during the last year has been the completion of District Hospital Bandipora, NTPSC Naugam, and installation of oxygen plant at DH Bandipora, Gujar Bakarwal Hostel, Polytechnic College, Nevdag Bungalow, and lecture block at GDC Bandipora, etc. DDC chairman said the police work department maximized 42.28 kilometers this year so far and has further targeted to repair 172.87 kilometers. He said under BADP, the administration completed construction of roads, lanes, by-lanes and drainage at the cost of rupees 2.46 crore in border areas of Kores. He said godowns of food grains were also constructed at the cost of rupees 1.25 crore in Abdullain, Hosungam, Khelshe, Kokarbal and Javdara area of Kores. The famous ski resort Gulmarg in North Kashmir's Baramulla district on Sunday recorded fresh snowfall. According to Online News Hunt service correspondent Adil Dar, light snowfall was reported in Gulmarg, whereas rain lashed many parts of the valley. After fresh snowfall in Gulmarg, flow of tourists is expected to add the famous ski resort. Meanwhile, tourists were seen enjoying the fresh snowfall at Afawad. UT of Jammu and Kashmir reports 97 fresh positive cases with no fresh COVID deaths and 110 new recoveries. 2 new confirmed cases of mucormycosis in last 24 hours. Big breaking news from Afghanistan. President Ashraf Ghani leaves country with his team as Taliban seizes Kabul. Afghanistan's President Ashraf Ghani has left the country with his core team on Sunday as Taliban terrorists entered capital Kabul. A senior Interior Ministry official told in an interview the Taliban rebels were coming from all sides into the capital but gave no further details. There were no reports of fighting. The United States evacuated diplomats from its embassy by helicopter, and the government minister said power would be handed over to an interim administration. Taliban spokesperson Zabihullah Mujahid said in a statement that the group was in talks with the government for a peaceful surrender of Kabul. Taliban fighters are to be on standby on all entries of Kabul until a peaceful and satisfactory transfer of power is agreed. The statement said the entry into the capital caps a lightning advance by Taliban, who were ousted from Kabul 20 years ago by the United States after the September 11 attacks. On every Sunday, we start Kashmiri Bulletin for the public by Online News Hunt. Stay tuned for Online News Hunt for more details. Also, allow me and my entire Online News Hunt team. Thank you.